Yo, yo, my sovereigns, what up? This is Boba Fett, uncensored on the internet, with episode 99 of Splinterlands 101. Joining us once again, co-hosts of the show, coming at us from the middle of his holiday in Queensland, Australia, finest gentleman who ever lived, Matt Clark.
Howdy, howdy.
And the man behind the Pouffet Poussey, still in Melbourne, like myself, Geotrix. Seem to be the only one of us in Melbourne. You're muted, Geo.
At least you have eyes down here as well, right?
Yes, exactly. So when the next when the tyranny starts, we'll have a on the streets reporter being able to.
Yeah. I'll take some.
Oh, Dan Andrews getting shut down for golf course membership. That makes me so
Yes,
happy.
isn't that awesome? One of my Korean students, he's an accountant, lives in Sydney, and he was telling me about it because he's a mad golfer. Because during the pandemic, golf was one of the allowed sports in New South Wales, but not in Victoria. No, Dan Andrews said no to golf, so now all the golf clubs are saying no to him for membership.
People
It's
tagging him in
awesome.
selfies. I really want them to tag him in selfies.
Yeah.
We're invited. You're not invited. Yeah, I love it. That's just warms the cockles. It does.
Yeah. One of my friends, I dropped some books off at the archaeology mob down that I used to work for when I was in Perth, getting rid of all my stuff, took some books. And he was saying, because he's not a Dan Andrews fan either, and all the little parties that they have in elections and stuff, one of the parties was called the Sack Dan Andrews Party. And it was actually, that's a mate of his, and they gave all of his votes to Dan Andrews. So people who are like, oh, the Sack Dan Andrews Party, yeah, I'll vote for them. All of their votes went to Dan Andrews.
Wow.
That's a honeypot.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. Like all these little parties that are never ever going to get in. Like, what are they doing with their votes? And with insidious shit like that going on, yeah.
You can't trust any of them.
Yeah.
Just don't vote, and then you won't vote wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. So with the landslide election and him getting back in, it was like, wonder how many of those little parties that actually got him in, and how few people probably voted for his actual party. You got to wonder.
That you do.
So after Aggie last week, we've what are we going to do this week? It's quite an act to follow. We had quite a lot of engagement on the Hive post and also on the YouTube as well. That's the most engagement on the YouTube channel of all of our posts was the one from Aggie. So
that makes sense.
Yeah, a lot of people were glad to hear from him. Yeah, all positive as well. All positive. Yeah.
It was actually like, pretty mind blowing to hear him, and like, what he had to say about the markets and the upcoming things. It's like, hey, if I was around a little longer, I would have been, I would have seemed sort of right, like, that was funny as. That was so good.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he's got a great.
He's not recognised in his time. He dies, and then it's actually Rembrandt is like brilliant, or whoever.
Yeah.
It's like So it's so tough because I can just see like he and Matt have this different idea of how far you can push it, how far you can rely on the next bull, and he lost out, but he lost out really. I don't know. Time might show that he lost out just at the post, right? Another little bit longer, and he might have. Yeah, who knows? These things are, and you can't know because any changes that.
Yeah.
Maybe if he'd stayed at the helm, then we wouldn't have had a resurgence. I mean, Bitcoin might have done so, but we might have got left behind. Maybe there's a lot of people who needed to see there's new blood. There's there's got to be a sacrificial lamb. I've said a few times, maybe Splinterlands just needed 10 co-founders. So every time something goes wrong, you can just throw another co-founder off
Under
off
the
the
bus.
cliff and say, "Hey, everyone, it's a brand new day."
Yeah, like the CEO of Optus.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
the cynic in me, just going, "Yeah, well, So, yeah, no, it was fantastic to have Aggie on. I love that man. I really do. His heart, his mind, just magic. Look, it's a changing of the guard, and I don't know that anybody wanted it. I don't think Aggie wanted it. I don't think Matt wanted it, and I think everybody wants it to do well from here. So, I just finished watching the town hall just not that long ago, and man, there's some really interesting stuff going on with the rebellion cards, with the land. Stuff that Matt's saying is, items and spells will be land 3, land 2 white papers coming out soon, like as in the end of this month, end of November. We've got rebellion dropping soon, actually rolling out early December.
Yeah.
We got land 1.5 still on track for November 28. There's so much to like there, and I think the way that the entire space is moving, with the ambush having round 0, that's a lot to get our heads around, but it's also kind of comprehensible. Any other abilities that come out that we're not yet aware of in Rebellion, the fact that they're giving streamers the chance to alpha a card, right? And I don't know if we put our hands up for that, but to
Yeah, I
say,
did, but
"Hey,
Nate
Yeah,
still hasn't got back
haven't
to
heard
me.
back." Okay. Maybe we can do some clickbait stuff and just tease that in the trailer and make people watch. But there's no
Actually,
payoff.
it's interesting because Nate always used to upvote our posts until the episode we had with Axler. He didn't upvote that one, and he hasn't upvoted any of our posts since.
Oh no. Oh no. We've rubbed the cherry tree.
Ooh, awkward.
But yeah, I mean, because I invited Nate onto the show like ages ago, like months ago. He never got back to me, and because that post that he tagged Bulldog in Discord, he says any content creators reach out to me. So yeah, I reached out, sent him a DM, but yeah, no reply.
Ghosted.
Nate, come on the Nate, come on the show. Nate, I'm the gopher. Nate,
There you go, Nate. So
come
this
on our
is
show,
from
buddy.
Matt, not from me.
Yeah.
From Matt. Matt is asking you to come on the show. Yeah,
Come on, buddy. Let's do it. Let's get it done.
tell your side of the story.
One
Yeah.
other real funny thing that I just want to point out for when we had Aggie on was he wanted Matt to like you for you to remind him when like the bull is here to tell him to really nail it into him, like, hey, like you need to calm your farm and look what you got right in front of you, and to do something about it, right? Like,
When
I
I was
like how he
looking,
gave you that responsibility. It's like, yep, you got to put me in line.
yeah,
Like, that
when I
was
was looking,
awesome.
when I was looking through the background images on Canva for the thumbnail, and I saw the one with the 3 islands. I thought, yeah, this is the thumbnail. This is the one. Because you're saying, next this tsunami we're having when I can buy an island with 1/10 of my stack, let me know. Reach out, and I saw that background. I thought, yeah, that's the one for this episode.
That was beautiful. I loved it.
And hear about the CEO of OpenAI,
Finance.
the chatbot dude, got out of the blue, just got the sack.
And then didn't all the staff say if he goes, we're going with him, or
Yep.
something along those lines?
Yep, the staff were all saying you either reinstate him or we're all going.
How come?
I don't know. I was playing a bit of Civ earlier, and I was just listening to Hack on Triple J. It was one of the topics for the day, and like, there's a lot of conspiracy theory around it. Of course, it's like with Microsoft's 49% ownership of OpenAI, and it's like he might have released too much information to the public as far as what AI is capable of.
Well, it is open AI.
Yeah, but 49% ownership by Microsoft. Right. You've got the overlords, still with the strings there. Yeah.
It's not really open. It's just its name has open in it.
Yes.
That's all.
Exactly. Yes. Yes.
And also talking about people who've resigned their position as CEO or whatever. That CZ dude from Binance. You not heard of? Yeah. He's
really?
Yeah, he stood down. He stand down.
Wow.
It was something to do with like anti-money laundering bullshit with like the US or something that he didn't abide by, and then yeah, now it's like now yeah, I think he's due to go to court at some point and pay like something like 4 point something billion dollars in like just hush money. Just shut up, take this and leave me the fuck alone. You know.
Wow. If dollars were still worth anything, that'd be quite expensive.
Beautiful,
Yeah.
man. Love it.
We're not here to talk about dollars. I hope CZ does well, and I hope Binance does well. But we're not here to talk about dollars. That's old. That's old value.
Yeah. That's probably why
Yeah, billion.
he doesn't
Why not
care.
Australian? Who cares? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Or
yeah.
Australian pesos, as Aggie said. Like,
Exactly.
yeah.
Dollary dues.
Dollary dues.
And who was that other guy caught up in the trust issue? The exchange, charged with fraud, had to go in front of the High Court in the US,
Oh,
found
not SPF.
guilty.
You mean You mean
Sam,
SPF with FTX?
Yeah,
Sam Bankman-Fried with FTX. Yeah.
yeah. Another ridiculous figure of money.
Mm.
So yeah, it seems to be like anything affecting the elitists' little stack of fiat shitcoin are really coming under the scrutiny. Like I think we're really close to something that's going to be next. And of course, they're trying to push the next dangerous COVID wave here in Australia. They're pushing the vaccines. They're reintroducing masks into aged
Really?
cares and it's I mean, I don't watch the news, TV, or anything like that, but just with music, I just now listen to Triple J. It's ad free, but you get the news once an hour, and news, it only goes for 5 minutes, but it's a good enough recap of what's going on. And yeah, it's just I'm thinking, with all this COVID stuff in the news, don't you dare bring in flight requirements before January. Don't you dare.
Well, this holiday that we're on, we've tried to. This is the fourth attempt to have this holiday.
Yeah.
We booked a cruise in the South Pacific, and then they closed down the cruise ships because it was Ruby Princess and all of that. The start of the silliness. And I remember my wife said, "Should we rebook for like 6 months or 12 months?" And I said, 12 months. And surely it'll be blown over by 12 months, but we'll make sure. No, hadn't blown over by 12 months. The silliness is still going full-fledged. So we had to cancel that cruise, and we said, look, we won't worry about international travel then. We'll just book some accommodation in Sunshine Coast in Queensland. We're in Caloundra at the moment. We booked it just before we're due to go. They closed all the interstate borders and we couldn't get to Queensland. So we had to cancel again and then use that credit, kick the can down the road. And so we're now finally having the holiday that we've tried to have 4 times and was originally a cruise. So I'm just going to be really glad when we get back to Adelaide and it's done. We finally had this bloody holiday. So yeah, COVID is just been ridiculous. And it's just another flu, but the overreaction to it has been ridiculous. And like I said to Aggie last week, I know a lot of people who really just obediently strapped on the masks last time, and they are itching for another mask mandate just so they can defy it. They want another lockdown so they can go to the beach, have a barbecue with their friends. Something public, something big. Let's just do it. I can't wait for them to tell me I can't because I want to do it. That spirit of defiance has really been lit, and I love it.
Yeah. That's what Australia needs, a bit of rebellion. I mean, Australia's never had a civil war or anything like was Eureka Stockades the closest Australia's ever came, but that ended up being a bit of a Bruce Wallace thing. The enemy got involved in the politics with the resistance and subverted it from within, like it always happens. But I like the word rebellion. As opposed to revolution. Max Egan actually said this, is people talk about a revolution, but what is a revolution? It's just a circle. So the last thing we want is another revolution. What we need is rebellion in spirit, in action. Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Geo messaged me, sent it when who was it who opened up, that dude and Disc opened up initially the Mav server for everyone to play with land.
I think Farpatrad or Royal Eagle. One of them was asking for details for non-Mavs to get involved with the land testing. And it's been awesome. It's been fun. It's been cool.
I jumped in, I had a look, and I got really overwhelmed. This is before they modded it so it actually reflects your own holdings. I haven't been in since, but yeah, I just got overwhelmed by the whole thing. So I went
Easy.
back to my original plan that once it's out, I'll do it on like I did with my surveying. We'll do it on an episode, and I'll just pick you guys' brains. Okay, what do I do now? What do I click now? Okay, now what do I do? Yeah.
I don't know what's so hard. I literally picked it up within maybe 10 minutes. I was like, all right, I get where things are now.
But
Okay, this
you
makes
are
sense.
really intuitive when it comes to like, UX, UI, that sort of stuff. Whereas I
Yeah.
struggle with that. That's not my strong skill suit. I mean, you can't be like wise, intelligent, good looking, and have like that skill. You have to sacrifice some skills to be in the leader of so many other skills, skill
I know we
sets.
can't all have it all, but you know.
What
Yeah,
about
but
you,
no, I'm
Matt?
really looking.
Did you jump in and have a look around and play?
I've not done any testing. I kind of feel like I'm going to be doing so much of it when it comes out.
Yeah,
I kind
true.
of don't want to be sick of it before it starts. But my big focus is going to be, because our guild Roaring Twenties has a castle. I keep coming back to how important that's going to be, because my two castles. I don't know if anyone's noticed that I go by Matt Two Castles Clark. Subtle. And that's based on a Monty Python sketch, Arthur Two Sheds Jackson. But it's so my two castles are surrounded by plots that are going to be worked by me or nobody until land surfing comes out, and so I kind of feel like there's probably not a lot going to be happening on my own plots early on, because I don't have I got some cards, but I don't have anywhere near enough cards to make it happen. But in region 29, where the Roaring Twenties just happened to pull the castle, and I'd like to thank Holazor for flipping that. That was great. So I kind of feel like there's going to be a lot of benefit to the guild in me getting that castle really producing, because if you look at the tax curve on there, it doesn't take much to get up to the real sweet spot. You get about 50,000-60,000 PP on a castle, and it's making about 15% taxes. If you go to 100,000 PP, it's only going about 17.5%. Like it really straightens off, right? And it's
Diminishing
like,
returns.
yeah, diminishing returns, absolutely. But if you're talking about 1,000 plots all producing, an extra 1% can really make a big difference. So Kyrgyz has kindly loaned the guild a Rooney to go on that castle plot. I've thrown in a 20,000 PP card. Several of the other guys have thrown in 10 and 20,000 PP cards. So that castle is going to get really well looked after on day dot. On the 28th, I'm going to make that my primary focus. My own stuff, I kind of feel like I'm looked after, right? But I really want to make sure the guild is really reaping the benefit of that, and ploughing that back into guild buildings, ploughing that back into buying. My first priority is going to be buying a Rooney to be owned by the guild to replace Kyrgyz's Rooney, so he can have his back.
Awesome.
And replacing all the cards that have been delegated to the castle. And then we still have another 29 plots in 29. We bought 30 plots because there's 30 seats in the guild. So the other 29 plots, we want to start sort of filling them with cards. So it's more about the collective side of things first, and then I'll look at myself sort of a little bit down the track. Hopefully when SPS has gone up enough that I can burn some and get a serious amount of deck for the SPS that I've burnt, because I'm kind of sitting on a lot of liquid SPS. And not a lot of decks. So let's hope. I think we hit peg today. I don't know if that held or yesterday. I haven't had a close look, but it's looking like the flywheel is right on the cusp of really starting to turn and pick up speed. So
And summer's
crossed.
coming as well. So that
yeah,
your winter deck will turn into summer deck. It helps it grow a little bit. And, so yeah.
We actually hit peg a few times.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was real cool to see. And we sweat like what, the 95, 96 mark, I think. I don't remember, but yeah, it's
bounce off it a few times and then sort of hopefully settle in and maintain it. Because if we can hold peg for years, then that really puts us in a fantastic position.
Okay, so we're at 9-1. That's all right.
Oh, we've hit. Yeah, okay, that's not great.
Nah.
Let's be honest, that's not great.
But once lands and everyone stakes stuff again and buys more, hey, I'm sure we're going to bump up again. So
Yeah,
no
that's the
issue.
spirit.
But there's no more deck being made, is there?
There is.
They've really throttled the supply though. The new supply of deck is very minimal.
Right. Because they're going to stop making deck, aren't they, at some point?
Once the
No.
complete supplies. Oh wait, is it just forever? I thought they had a maximum supply of like.
There's a maximum supply of SPS, but deck is able to be
Okay.
printed by, burning gladiator cards, for example, that you'll be able to mint more. Burning SPS, you'll be able to mint more deck. But the idea is that there's always going to be more of a reason to spend it than there is to, ways to generate it, so that you're then constantly holding it up at the peg, and any enthusiasm, because deck's been well above peg in the past, but the idea of the flywheel is that now any that pressure cooker, anything that pushes it above one, above 1 per thousand above the deck, now that momentum goes into SPS instead. That's the whole point. So SPS is the speculative coin that you hold, the speculative token that you hold if you believe that Splinterlands is going to do well, and deck is the stable currency that you just grab in, when you need to spend it. That's the way I see it anyway.
Yeah. Those rebellion cards have started going back up again. It was like gone from 10 Hive to 14 Hive now for a Rift Watchers, sorry. A Rift Watchers pack, gone from 10 Hive to 14 Hive.
Well, I think Aftersound did a video on that, and it's only 122,000 circulating packets. So it's a very low. So someone who's like, who has some cash and is seeing those numbers, they're like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna buy this shit up. Actually, the expected value of a pack, of the cards is less than buying the pack. So the pack has more value than the cards you open up in it at this very moment. Where Chaos Legion is the opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, when Geo was around last week, I opened 10 Chaos Legion packs, and when I open packs, of course, like I look at my, because I've got the gold, the silver, 2 bronze. Where can I level something? And the bottom bronze account, oh, I can level this up and move it to my second bronze account. Oh, this one I can move to my silver, and that takes me like the better part of an hour for 10 packs. And we were wondering, like, how on earth did you manage with those 1,400 packs? Like, how long did it take you to sort your cards out?
I don't think he's through it.
No, I still haven't. Yeah, no. So I'll combine the ones that I can combine to max, and then the rest I just leave there, right, ready to deal with that later on. It's funny. I've got I got other dramas. I got beaten 9 times in a row in Wild, in Diamond, and I just cracked a wobbly and went, yeah, you know what? I'm sick of it. Sick of coming up against optimized teams. It's always Kelia with multi-sneak and a bit of opportunity there. Like so I just cracked a wobbly and said I'm going to try modern. Also because I got soulbound cards and summoners enough now that I could maybe move all of my actual cards onto land and maybe start looking at it. But man, getting out of bronze 1 in modern, I mentioned it to Kierkegaard and he was like, man, you're going to struggle to get out of bronze. And I'm like, come on, it's bronze. But there are so many excellent players there, and they're not bots, they're players. I totally, I'm down and I'm okay to lose to human players, but I don't know. I don't know bronze. I'm picking cards because, this card has 3 abilities I like. Not in bronze, he doesn't.
Yeah. Bronze is difficult.
Yeah. It's done a number on me, so I'm kind of stuck. It's almost a bigger roadblock than just persevering in Wild. So yeah, I don't know what to do there. I might just have to forge through. I'm getting because I'm on.
Well, you want to get at least into silver 1 this
Mm.
season. Otherwise, you're going to be back in bronze next
Back
season.
into bronze. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I let it go. I've actually ended up just went, no, I'll just go back to wild because that's what I know. But yeah, pushing through in modern was just ridiculous. Like it's these guys, they really know their cards, and everything's using gladiators and just the right gladiator, and they're predicting I'm going to use Quora, and I'm thinking surely I've got an advantage in that I've got these sort of leveled up gladiators, but no, they're just they are some really serious
Yeah.
if you're watching this and you play in bronze modern, hats off. Like that is a serious standard of competition. I've been driven away from the bots to humans, and I'm almost like I'll just go back to the bots that are completely perfect and optimized rather than take on these guys in bronze one, because it's absolute kudos, hats off.
Yeah. But I mean, even after those 1400 chaos packs, you must have a decent modern deck now.
Oh yeah, but that doesn't help me because I'm not used to playing in bronze. So yeah, I do have a decent modern deck, but
Well, when we
yeah.
get round to battling later on, let's all battle in bronze.
Okay.
Gio's like, sure, yeah, I'll beat Matt in bronze instead of beating him in diamond. That's fine. We don't need to be wild. We can be modern. It's fine. Yeah, no, it is fine. It's cool. I don't mind. I'll lose. It's fine. I'm not here to win. I'm here for the front row seats for the collapse of the nation state. That's why I'm here. Not here to win.
Yes. Yeah. So how long are you in Queensland for?
We just got here a couple of days ago. We've got another 5 days, I think, 6 days,
Nice.
something like that. So
Yep.
we're going to spend. There's a snorkeling. There's a place down off Brisbane where they've sunk half a dozen ships over the years, so they're in various states of decay and decline. So we're going to do a bit of a snorkeling trip out there, and
Cool.
we're going to go hit at least one of the theme parks, either Movie World or Wet and Wild World or something along those lines. Yeah, but we're just kind of like, we went on a waterfall walk today, swimming under the waterfall, big rainforesty type vibe. Went to this, man, I really like this idea. It's a botanic park, but it's also a bird, big aviary type thing with the massive, like the South American macaws, the massive
Condor?
colourful.
Oh, the
No,
macaws, sorry.
like macaw, yeah, you're the big
Yeah.
colourful, like Rio, that sort of
Yeah.
vibe. Massive big birds that are very, very colourful, and so we went there, and then we're through the Botanic Gardens and the Oriental Garden, and there's this and that, and it's so good. And this place had golf buggies, so you just rent a golf buggy. So the five of us just zooming around on this little golf cart up and down and through all these different gardens, and it was just a lovely day out with the family. So I really enjoyed it. It's good fun.
Do you have those the really big white sulfur crested cockatoos in Adelaide?
Yeah, we do. We've
Yeah.
got a few of them around. That's because Russell was the bird that travelled around, and there was one of those landed on my head today, and we had a little chat. And there's been a lot of birds on my head and shoulder today. I think I still have some poo on my back. One of them gave me a really good head scratch. I was like, oh, this is fantastic. You should somebody should start a salon where you just lie back and birds just, it's a big bird of prey sort of.
Scavenger.
So good, flew away to someone. I'm like, come back.
I need you. I need you.
Had to
Oh,
sprinkle
good,
some
babe.
sesame seeds into your hair.
Yeah, so look, we had a great time, and it's good to get out with the kids and get them off their screens for a bit, and yeah, so we've had a lot of fun. So I'm enjoying it a lot. Yeah, it's good. You kind of put these things off and think, oh, it's going to be such a hassle, but when you're actually doing it, it's like, yeah, this is good for us.
Yeah.
It's what you needed.
What's it like driving around in a city where you're not the only car on the road?
Yeah, it's been confronting. We got straight out of Brisbane, and Calandra's not been particularly busy, so it's okay.
Right.
It's good. I got my wife as the GPS. She's given me directions for where to go, and when to indicate.
So, do your kids know what a street directory is? Like a
No idea.
UBD? Yeah.
No idea. So listen, I've been mentoring this 18-year-old lad, and he's a car nut, right? He loves cars.
Yeah.
And I mentioned club locks to him the other day. He had no idea what I was talking about. He's never seen or heard of a club lock. You know, that you put it over the steering wheel and
Yep.
lock it so that not a clue. Never heard of them. No idea what they are.
Right.
So I asked my 13-year-old. He has no idea either. So I would be interested, if you're a viewer, bonus points, bonus question. If you're a viewer, 25 and under, do you know what a club lock is before I mentioned it? Because I'm kind of really like amazed that people don't know what they are. Like, is that it now? Are they gone? Are they done?
Yeah. And for our young Australian viewers, the question is, what is a UBD? I reckon if I see find one at a market or a bookstore or something, it might be worth like grabbing a couple of those. They're going to be like a collector's edition type thing at some, or a Melways for Melbourne. It's so funny when
Useless.
I first came to Melbourne the first time, like back in the 80s, and I went somewhere, asked for a UBD, and they had no idea what I was talking about. And like, it's book map. Oh, a Melways. So every state except Melbourne had the UBD, but in Melbourne it was the Melways. Yeah.
We always got to be difficult.
Alrighty, so Matt, you mentioned earlier you're going to drop some photos of the Queensland head scratches. So let's open them up and have a look. So these are your alt accounts.
That's the one. They're my socket puppets. So the big one's Henry, and the boy he's sitting on, I don't know, just some stranger that was walking past. No, so the Henry's on the left and Fletcher's on the right, and then I've got a daughter, Evelyn. We had a great fun time at the Botanic Gardens and Bird World here in Caloundra, and it was great riding around in the golf cart, and great afternoon, really good.
Are they both standing, or is there a considerable height difference involved?
No, the boys are both standing. Henry's actually as tall as me, so he's 6'2" now, and he's only 13, so he's going to be
Wow.
A monster of a boy. Fletcher's a couple of years younger and sort of a good foot shorter, but I think he'll still be nice and tall too when he's all grown up. So but these beautiful macaws were squawking and screeching, but really well trained. They'll come and land on your shoulder, land on your head, and we had such a great time. It was really good.
All right. And that's a budgie.
Yeah, just a little one landed on me. I had a few others, but that's the only one on my phone reel. But he was a cute little blue fella. Did a poo down my back, but I don't mind. I'll forgive him.
Was he plucking at your beard?
Yeah, there's a bit of preening going on, I'll be honest, and it's fine. It's fine. You do your thing, little buddy.
Right. You got your eye strung right to the side there. Could you actually see him? Is your peripheral include him there, or?
No, I was just kind of trying to aim up how I was holding my phone in selfie mode, just trying to get us both included.
You were just hoping that he didn't shit on your second castle. He only shit on one of them. It's like, hey, don't go to the other side.
And for the viewers, just mention that you did have a full beard before the budgie plucked it all off there, yeah?
Yes, let's go with that. Yeah, I had a massive, real lumberjack thing going on. So I'm trying. I went to the barber and he said, let's just trim it a bit and see if it comes good. So I'll give it another year, but I'm thinking I'll just wait till puberty's finished and try again.
Alrighty. Okay, what's going on here? What have we got? Oh, there we go. Everyone's back. Oh, look at that. It's changed the order. After waiting to get everyone back in on the same order in the second half, after sharing screen, it's actually switched the order on us. It's
That's
definitely
another
a conspiracy. Yeah.
It's got to be.
Right. So anyone else got anything they want to recap or talk about? Anything new? I bought a few Riftwatcher packs the other day, so I think I bought 6 Riftwatcher packs. So I've got
Nice.
20 Chaos Legion and 20 Riftwatchers at the moment.
I'm trying my luck in Diamond. That's about it. That's all that's going for me at the moment.
How is that going for
Nice.
you?
Wild or
It's
modern?
wild, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, the bot is doing it all for me, but I just want the soul bounce. I really do. I've always said that for like the longest time now.
Yeah.
I'm not doing too bad. Eight days left to spare, and I'm at 49 season chests and 8 of the normal ones that we get every day.
Are you getting diamond chests this season?
Yeah,
Yeah. So 49
that's
diamond chests.
yeah. At the moment, yeah, we're still
Right.
8 days to spare.
Yeah. I'm not sure what am I on? Let me check.
And that's only possible because of Matt's. He sent some SPS to me. I mean, delegated. He delegated some SPS. So I was like, while I have that SPS there, like, let's make some use of it. You know, like I don't want
Yeah.
to be in gold with like, it's just like I'm not using all of it, like the full potential. Where I got like enough SPS there to go to Diamond 1, which I'm in right now. So yeah, it's
Well,
worth it.
when you have a lot, you want to give a little. I'm on 3 diamond chests for the season, by the way.
Yeah.
3. When you switch to modern bronze, you don't get a lot per win, and you don't get a lot of wins.
Oh no.
3.
I'm on
Oh,
58 gold chests so
nice.
far for the season. The brawls have
That'll
just
do.
finished, by the way. I just got a notification. How did we go?
We came second.
Oh, it became second.
Yeah,
Alright.
we did pretty good. I think we got like 5,500 merits or something like that.
Nice, nice. So
Fantastic. That's more than we got.
I'll have some gladiator cards to open tonight when we finish, or if we have time, could even do it on the show. But
Yeah.
we haven't
Pop them
battled
now.
for a while, so open them now. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
go
how
on.
about now?
All right.
I got one legendary, Feox or whatever
You
for
opened
Phoenix.
yours already.
Oh yeah, I'm up during the break, man. Yeah,
We only
Wow.
got 3,000 merits. 3,000.
that's all right. You're in tier 3 or 4?
Tier 4, but we're getting pummeled
Well, we're
because
moving up to tier 4.
all the like mint guilds,
Yeah.
like the real hardcore guys, are all down in 4 because it's not worth their time to move to 5. So they're just staying back and just wrecking everyone in 4.
Oh, well, that's very alarming for us since we're moving
Yeah,
up to tier 4 and we're
and
probably going to find it a lot harder.
they've got those gladiators, and they've got the barracks that lets them play at like a higher tier level.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think I'm about to lose this brawl. Oh, maybe not. I'm just watching back over the brawls, but yeah, so far rubbish. Yep, lost.
What's your thoughts on this latest proposal, man?
Which one's that?
Let's have a look.
The Crypto Eater one.
I like
To
Crypto Eater, but I don't know which proposal it was.
unstake SPS early with penalty.
Oh, yes. He bounced that off me earlier. My main consideration was that it's easy to say, well, look, if people don't know what they're doing and they lose their shirt, so be it. But if there's chum in the water, you're going to attract sharks, right? And so my big problem with this proposal isn't the proposal itself. It's that the staking time is a security measure that has stopped a lot of people from losing their cash. If you have the option to just unstake and sell straight away at a loss, then a hacker's just going to do that, right? They don't
Yeah.
care about cost base or anything. So I've said I'm broadly in support of this, but I'm going to want a safeguard where it's buried in a menu somewhere. You need to go looking for it and find it, and then there's a mandatory 7-day wait period before you're somebody who can instantly unstake, if that's what you want to do. So the guys who really want to do this, that's fine. go find it in the menu, navigate to it. There'll be 2 pop-ups saying, are you really, really sure you want to do this thing? Because if you don't know what you're clicking, you're going to leave yourself vulnerable to hackers. I just don't want new people to arrive and get their shirt taken.
Yeah.
Because A, that completely discourages them and anyone else that they were going to tell about the game. And B, it encourages the hackers to try again and try harder and redouble their efforts. We're rewarding them for trying, and we can't afford to do that, right? Other places, Ethereum, they're getting hacked all the time. There's all sorts of places getting hacked. The thing we have is that we're locking stuff for a while. There's time locks. That's keeping us safe. And as soon as we start sort of toying with that, and this is what I told Crypto Eater in person, over DM, and it's what I put as a comment on his post, on the actual proposal post. I'm okay with this, what he's proposing, but it needs to be go in this menu, go in this other sub menu, go right down to the bottom, scroll down to the bottom, click it, confirm that you understand what you're doing, confirm again, and then that's fine. After a 7-day wait period, then your account becomes active for instant sell of SPS. I'm okay. Instant unstaking of SPS. I'm okay with that. But I don't want some noob coming in and he's earned this and he's made that and he clicks on the wrong thing and it's all gone and he goes, I don't know what I don't know what I did. I don't understand. We don't want that, because then we attract more people trying more hacks and more social attacks. Not interested. And for the benefit that it brings to be able to instantly unstake, I'm like, it's a slight benefit for some people to be able to instantly unstake, but it's going to be a real pitfall if it means that we're going to get hacked more and we're going to encourage hackers to try more. So yeah, that's the only caveat I'd put on it.
Yeah.
So he spoke to some people in Mavs, and there's actually like 2 changes that he does want to make, like because he was being like very diplomatic with them all. They all had their their talks, and I think
He's
he
a
came to
good dude. He's a
yeah.
good dude. He listens. He's he wants what's best for the game. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No.
Go on.
So I think he wants to put a limit of 1% total on what can be taken out per day. So not everyone could just rush it. So there's like a cap on that. And there was one other caveat, but I don't remember what it was. So yeah, it's in Mavs. It's in Mavs. It was a good chat. It was a good
1% per
conversation.
day would work for me. That's fine. Anything that doesn't just burly the waters and attract more sharks. That's the big problem.
So
You
maybe
can't just say, "Oh, that's your problem, mate. You lost your shirt, so be it." It's like, no, because his shirt paid for 10 more attempts.
Yeah.
Sorry, Bob.
I was thinking like maybe some sort of like a whitelist. If you want that option, you've got to be whitelisted to be able to do it.
Exactly. Give them some hoops to jump through, so that noobs don't jump through those hoops. I'm entirely fine with that.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't want it on and available by default, because that's when the hackers arrive and they'll take advantage of people's people's naivety.
Yeah.
Let's open these parks up.
Get amongst it.
Let's see what you get.
French fried potatoes.
See how many Coras. Oh, so 3
Don't
packs.
open a Quora.
3 packs and only 10 cards. So
Means you got some doubles.
yes, maybe even a triple.
Yeah.
I have so many Gorths. If you open a Quora, the envy's just gonna.
Oh, there's a Cora. There's a Cora.
That's a Cora. That's a gold. That's a gold foil Cora, man. Congrats.
I want that. I want to be honest. I want that for you, Bob. I just don't want it for people who aren't me. So.
Congratulations on your first gold foil Cora.
Oh man. No, I'm looking, so it's going to be Gorth. I'm sorry, man. I'm looking at the screen. It's got to be Gorth.
I'm feeling Cora right here.
Let's see. All right, Marisol. No one picked that.
Marisol. Marisol's a good option.
Yes.
She's good.
Yeah. Alrighty. So there we go. There's 3 gladiator packs. And we've got 2 triples.
Not bad.
Yeah.
I'm accumulating those potions for you, Matt. Slowly.
I am really, really grateful for that, Geo. I still have a substantial number of Chaos Legion
I know.
packs. I've been buying them, to be honest. So I got 2,359 on my main, but I reckon in tribal decks I've bought it like another 1,000. I reckon I've bought another 1,000. They're like 80 cents. How are you not
Yeah.
going to buy them, right?
Yeah.
And they've got twice the PP of Rebellion.
Yeah.
I've got all these empty plots I've got to fill. Like, it's a no-brainer for me. Like, obviously not for everybody. We've got to make our own decision. But yeah, Chaos. What's the price of Chaos Legion at the moment? Have they started to pick up again? 78 cents.
Even cheaper.
78. Why would I not? Yeah,
Yeah.
1187 Chaos I bought in the last month, I reckon. And I'm more than happy if people want to keep listing them for under $1. I mean, that's redonk.
Those are land cards, man. Like,
Yeah, absolutely. I got all these plots that are going to need the cards, so why am I not buying Chaos? Yeah, easy decision.
easy.
So is this lessening PP thing going to be like a trend? Each deck that comes out is going to be like less of PP, or
I think it's TBD. So somebody mentioned that Matt said, okay, Rebellion has half of Chaos Legion. That's not necessarily going to be an ongoing thing. So the next edition after Rebellion might just have the same as Rebellion. I don't know. I can't see him increasing it back to Chaos Legion types, and this is where like Untamed has double the PP of Chaos Legion.
Yeah.
But at the moment, it's like 10 times the price. So why would you not, 12, 13 times the price?
They could make it whereas each set pushes another set back to a more profitability onto land. Up, maybe not alpha levels, but it could be like untamed levels, or you know what I'm talking
Yeah.
about, right? Yeah.
Yep.
So after a few generations, it settles there, and
Yep.
you get that percentage on land.
Yep. That'd be the goal. But it's still going to be a while. But even if they do that, it's still going to be a while before Rebellion's pulling that down. I really feel like Rebellion is the pack for people that want to dominate the actual ranked battles.
The meta.
Yeah, and I don't want to do that. I want to get my land working as hard as I can. And I feel like the more I focus on Rebellion, the less I'm going to be able to fill my plots. And the less I'm
100%.
going to be able to generate items and spells and turn that into my own business, where I'm, hosting the tournaments rather than fighting in them. Where I'm hosting the ranked battles rather than fighting. So that's it's almost like the game's pushed me in that direction. I've got no choice.
Yeah.
so when I bought my Riftwatch packs the other day, there were 14 something Hive. Now they're down to 12.
You might have to pick up another two.
Yeah. I just bought
What's
2
this?
then. It's going to grab another 5. So
What's SPS? What's SPS doing? Like Deck's been bouncing around peg. Has SPS
18.
responded at all?
18.
18. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll take that, to be honest. I mean, considering how low it's gone, I think 18. If we can keep that as a floor, that's probably a good thing.
I just think it's a matter of time, yeah. It's just a matter
Yeah.
of time. The
Agreed.
the CZ stuff sort of bring the markets down a little bit, but they're actually recovering right now, like slowly, Yeah, so
Yep.
we'll see. We'll see how it
I
goes.
hadn't heard any of that CZ stuff. I've been
Oh, it's down
yeah,
again. 1.7. It did go up to 1.9 a couple of days ago.
Mhm.
It's back down to 1.7.
Yeah. Well, the supply's finite, and we're already like 40% of the way through the print, right?
Yeah.
It's a 5-year print. We're 2 years in, so I feel like in 3 years' time, SPS is going to be so difficult to get, and all the guys who just flogged it off for less than 2 cents are going to be really, really regretting that. But
I'm
what do I
totally
know?
holding it because I
Yeah.
still want to play. I still want to have skin in the game. I like the game, so I want to be in it.
Yeah.
And I'm still accumulating because eventually I just, I want my own amount to play in diamond, right? Or gold, wherever, which I have enough for gold, but not diamond yet. So we'll see.
Yep.
I want to try and get that.
So yeah, 20 Riftwatch pack, or 27 coming up now. 20 Chaos,
Nice.
3 dice. So
Yeah.
I guess there's 7 Riftwatch packs that could open there, but You guys want to do some
Nah,
battling?
yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah.
Now it shows.
Huh?
Shows it popped up that you got some
Uh,
packs.
yeah.
You guys
So,
want to go first? I've got some internet issues at my end.
No worries.
okay.
Yeah.
Well, we don't have to play bronze. I mean, will that fix the internet for you if we play diamond instead of bronze?
Don't start with me, Bob. You're lucky. You're lucky. You're cute.
Are you sending to me or
Oh
what's
shit,
that?
shit. Oh, okay. I don't really. I just clicked on battle, and I
Okay.
really don't want to surrender. So I might as well at this point share
Yeah,
my team, I guess.
yeah, do it. Still a
Damn.
battle nonetheless.
Yeah. I just automatically clicked on battle. Okay, so ranged only. So I guess we're gonna have to go minus range. That makes sense. I've got to get me an Ilthane because I've been using him heaps on my bronze account for
Yeah.
ranged only and also return fire rule sets.
Yeah,
He's
Ilfane is
really, yeah,
insane.
I need to get him to gold level, I think. All right, ranged. I think we go fire so I can use my lava launcher. That
I
makes a lot of
always do that.
sense.
I always use, yeah, quicks and like fire, because fire has some of the best ranged.
Yeah.
Some of.
And I think fire has a lot like the close range ones as well.
Yeah.
We've got a decent amount of mana here. Go a bit of opportunity, I guess. No healing and noxious gas. So I guess I really need a bit of scavenge, but um, maybe fire wasn't the best option.
Maybe
Uh,
not. You want to try some other?
not with a minute left on the clock, no. Who is it has Earth? Earth's not an option anyway. They've got the Venari, one of the Venaris has scavenge in ranged, and no immune. Okay, maybe not the best. How am I going for life here? Any suggestion? Here we go. A bit of life leech. At least that'll be something. Uh,
I don't know, dude.
oh, wow. Bit of
Uh,
Marta maybe help out the lava launcher.
yeah, you could do that.
And I guess with the noxious gas, obnoxious fumes, something with a lot of life.
Don't nox it till you've tried it.
Okay, how about yeah, that
Derek's,
one. Yeah,
yeah,
just put that in.
yeah. All right, let's see how we go. 3 seconds on the clock. Vive la République. Ah, Yoden. Okay,
Yoden.
okay. So it's going to be scattering all over the place. So triage would have been helpful.
NFT Italia. Ah, it's pretty cool. We
Yeah,
have Germans, we have Italians, we have Spanish, we have all of them. We got all.
all right, so there goes the Marta on my lava launcher.
There's the life leech.
It's just that blast, nasty.
Yeah,
Mm.
blast that blast.
Oh, it's so
But
brutal.
he's not really high on life here. I could be in this, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, that was. Oh
No,
no,
see,
no.
Yeah.
he
You
has a
always
laugh.
feel like
Yeah,
you feel like you're doing well against Yoden Zaku, and then you go, oh no, he's hollowed out my entire back line.
it just creeps up on you, dude.
Yeah,
It's just creepy.
yeah. I'm done. It's close though.
Yeah, close enough.
All right. So this time I'm going to click the right button and send Geo a challenge.
Let's not do bronze, please. I was
Oh
joking.
really?
Yeah.
Why
If
not?
you want. All
Let's
right.
give it a go. Just in the spirit of
Yeah.
what Matt was saying. We'll just do one in bronze.
Okay.
All
Let's
right.
let's.
All right, challenge sent. Oh, it's saying no poo fay poo say. Poo fay poo. Ah, my bad.
Mm-hmm.
Spelling.
Yeah, such a dumb name. So stupid. Uh,
Right.
I should be good to accept challenges now, gents. I think I've got my internet problems sorted out.
Alrighty.
sweet. Well, it's bronze. It won't take too long to decide, I don't think.
You gonna accept my challenge?
I haven't received it.
Oh,
Okay, maybe I've got to refresh. And once I refresh, it should pop up. Yes, of
okay.
course. Yeah, it happens sometimes.
Yeah.
It's a thing.
All right, so we got
No, mate.
melee only and trample. We have water, death, and a dragon.
I don't know how I feel about this, but okay, I guess. Um, hmm,
Oh, and only 23 mana.
perfect. That's what I want to hear. It's just great. I haven't felt better. Uh, man. Uh, I don't know. A bit strange.
Would you say you're nonplussed?
Uh, yeah, I guess. Let's. Yeah, okay.
Is there like a non-binary joke in there? Are you ready,
Okay.
Gio? Yeah.
Yeah, it's just I'm
All
trying
right.
to move a card over into a slot and it's just glitching. Anyway, yeah, I've sent.
All right. Right, expensive summoner for 23 mana.
Yeah, you know,
Wasn't expecting that.
yeah,
Yeah, it's the astral entity. He loves it.
Mm.
I do like it. Oh, damn, you brought a gladiator. Oh, shit. Okay. All right.
How does
Yeah, you got me.
I think I have.
I think you do.
What do you think, Matt?
uh yeah, I think the gladiator's gonna have two cracks at getting bloodlust after
Mm,
AE resurrects that corpse fiend.
yeah, I wasn't thinking about that. Ah.
Yeah,
All right.
All
he's
right,
gonna be
let's
unstoppable at that point.
Yeah, it's gonna go on a roll.
boom.
Oh no, revived the wrong card.
Mm. Cursed Wind
Oh
Echo is an
yeah.
excellent
Boom.
card, but I just feel like that Isgard Volst is just so strong with a couple of bloodlusts on him.
Yeah, yeah, it's over.
Boom.
And
Yeah,
being an opportunist, he's going to pick the card most likely to give him more bloodlust.
Yeah.
100%.
Wow. Oh, that was close.
Okay.
That
You
was close.
nearly took that then. Wow.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
no, good
nice.
win. Good win.
Yeah.
I thought I was
Right.
good, but I'm not good, gents. Sorry, I don't know what's going on, but
Ah, come on,
it's
Matt. I didn't scare you
very
that much,
delayed
did
in my.
I?
Yeah, I guess so. I'm not going anywhere, so I'm not going to be able to accept any challenges.
All right. You want to send me one, Joe? You pick whichever
Yeah.
league you like.
Yeah. Let's just do the unlimited league diamond. There we go. Let's send.
All right.
They still need to update a modern
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. I agree. And when we had Matt on the show, he did say that
Ah,
he was
he
because he was surprised that
yeah.
that wasn't an option. He said we need to do this, but
He's
we're
probably
still waiting,
forgotten
Matt.
about.
We're still waiting, Matt.
He
So,
does like to say, just send me more DMs and remind me. It's like, man, you get enough DMs, I'm sure.
All right, so we've got Little League, No Magic, Amplify, and we've got Water, Earth, Death, Dragon, and we have 29 mana.
that we do. That we do. Well, she.
See, I'm straight to Biceratops in Little League with Amplify. Those thorns. So I'd go Biceratops and then a whole lot of Scavenge.
I like Triceratops. Triceratops is cool.
It's Biceratops, though.
Yeah.
Do or do not. There is no try.
Okay, I've chosen.
Already, oh dear.
Yeah, man, doesn't take me long. Not that long.
All right, I think I'm good. If someone wants to send me a challenge after this, if we have time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I know. Sorry.
You have to get a battle in. Like you deserve it. You need it.
Let's see if I'm any good in Queensland.
The weather must be lovely.
Evelyn got a leech on her today.
Oh,
I've
really?
had oh
An actual legit leech.
yeah.
Decent size too, on the ankle.
Uh-huh.
She didn't know. She didn't know. Fletch was like, "Oh, you got a leech." She panicked and screamed and freaked out.
They're so weird.
They really are. I have no there's nothing like that in Adelaide. And it's funny because Shidon, I don't know if you know Shane. He's hasn't been around much recently, but he's been an avid player in the past, and he went to the 2018 Christmas party with us at Bear One's place,
Yes.
and he got a leech on his hand. I burnt it off with a cigarette lighter that was there, but it's like on her back patio in the Highlands and near Katoomba. And so I guess just the East Coast has leeches in the upper elevations, and here we are. So yeah, Evelyn's she's okay now. She's recovered, but yeah, I had to really rip it off there. Yeah, they're pretty
Did you
gross.
salt it?
No, I didn't have a salt
You're
cigarette
able to
lighter.
flick
I
it.
just manually removed it.
Yeah.
One set of jaws at a time. But it was attached at both ends, so it was really having a feast.
Yeah. When I was a kid, like school days, living in the outback suburb there of Kelmscott in Western Australia, as a young kid, used to go tadpole hunting in the creeks. And yeah, I'd always be coming back with leeches on my ankles, getting
They're
those
weird,
tadpoles.
man.
Yeah.
So WA's got them. Melbourne has them. Victoria has them.
Yes.
There's nothing. I've literally no experience of them in South Australia in my entire life.
Right.
I had ripped jeans once, and I looked for all these mushrooms in a field in like some forestry place, and I literally went into the car, and it was there, and I flicked it off, and it was on the dash. Like it was stuck onto the dash. I was like, what is this? Anyway, that's my story of leech.
All right. So, what do you think?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
If I can
I
hit
think
you,
Geo. Yeah, I think Geo's too fast. I don't even know, Geo. Are you going to be? You're not targeting his Marta
Muskrat.
except with your Tide Biter. It's really just your Tide Biter and your Cruel Sastropod that are targeting that Marta card. Might be in. Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to give it to Geo.
Yeah.
Except
Trap.
Bob's. Yeah, but Trap's not. He can't attack from there, can he?
No.
Oh.
He doesn't have Opportunist or Sneak.
Hey, how about we play because Matt needs to get a battle in.
Yeah. I don't think
my
Trap
bad.
can
My
attack
bad.
from
I
there.
was thinking Trap was Opportunity for some reason. I have really screwed up with trap. Yeah.
You do have
And
Martyr though. That's really cool.
It is, but it's only applying to one card, to Uraeus,
It's fair.
and he's gone now.
Yeah, I think I got
it's
Trap,
gone.
this.
Yeah,
Trap
you've got
just,
it.
yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I really messed up with trap. I just had it in
yeah.
my head he was opportunity or sneak or something.
I
Yeah,
was
we need
so
Time.
some of
excited. My first gold foil was Trap, and I was like, "This is great gold foil,
that.
epic. This is fantastic." And I've never been able to use him anywhere. I can't find a slot for him.
Mm.
Yeah. All right, Gio, you want
Yeah,
to send
Gio, you
Matt?
want to send me a?
You
Oh
got
Yeah,
four
shit.
minutes on the
I'm
clock.
here.
Yeah. I can do that. I can do that. Maps. Yeah, you already saved. That's the top one. Cool. Sent.
Yep, rightly so.
That was that was quick. That was really
Gio,
good.
I should be the first thing you think of when you wake up in the morning.
Yeah, you are often. Wow.
I
All
hope
right.
Matt had a good sleep. Okay, so we got Little League,
Sort
Melee
of the
Mayhem,
same.
no heal, 48 mana cap, and only water and death available. Oh, man. I can't do my usual scavenger extravaganza here.
This is
And
really
you're
odd.
gonna have astral entity, of course.
Nah, it's literally.
Nah, Little League, no
Oh
can
yeah,
do.
yeah, you can't. Yeah.
Man, well,
There's just so little that you can really do at this point.
Actually, it's interesting with Little League. You can't use the large mana summoners, but when it's no legendary, you can still use legendary
hmm,
summoners.
that's true.
Oh, yeah, Lost Legendaries is legendary cards can't be played, but legendary summoners can. That's a good point. Matt actually mentioned that in the town hall. He's, because somebody said that, we need some consistency. And he did point out that some rule sets apply to cards and others apply to summoners and others apply to both. And he mentioned Little League as being like one that applies to both units, like monsters, units, and summoners. But others don't. So, okay, we've both gone Kelia.
Kelia. You see
Kelia.
that? Oh, blight.
There's a
Shit.
lot of similarities.
I'm just gonna play.
Yep.
Because
Yep.
we don't have
The
much time.
Yeah.
There's a lot of similarities here. We've both gone Murdamp here. You've gone for a lot of sneak. I'm not
Yeah.
too worried because you're going to be taking out my Windmaster first. I really just played her for the headwinds, and you don't really. You got
No.
one ranged.
Oh, Blight
Medusa.
scavenging a
Losing
bit there.
Medusa's bad. Yeah, he's great. When in doubt, play Blight. Yeah, Reflection Shield though. Oh. Yeah, Blight again. More scavenge.
Oh no.
That blast on the eels though, so good.
You got it.
Blight.
Congrats.
Yeah. I've
Good shit.
yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, we should watch it right to the end, though. I
No,
think
we are. We have a minute. I'm here to the end. I'll be here till Tuesday.
Well, I'm good in Queensland. This is great. I wish I'd known earlier.
Alrighty. So, guys, thanks for joining us on episode 99. Next week is episode 100. We'll have to try and think of something special to do for episode 100. I have bounced an idea around in our Discord server.
I think
So
101 is more special.
yeah, well,
Oh, that's a good
that's
point.
100, 101 are both going to be like
Yeah.
significant, I guess, to the
And
podcast.
quick shout out to Flowey. He was going to join us this evening, but he's had some tooth problems, so that's got serious real quick. So come and join us again soon, mate. It would be great to have you on the stream.
I think we actually have him penciled in for 101.
Fantastic.
So, yeah. All right. All right. Thanks for joining us. See you next week. I'm Boba Fett. Peace out.
Great show, gents.
As always, you take care, Matt. You enjoy your holiday, and yeah, we'll
Cheers.
talk shortly.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. You gonna try some leeches on the belly?
I did notice one actually climbing up my arm a few hours later at a waterfall walk. It was like a slinky going up.
Yeah,